and gentlemen. Oi. Oi, guys. Hey. Oi. Hey. Hey, everyone. Guess what? It's time for the Giggle Dungeon Takeover! What I need you to do is start stamping your feet! Start slapping your hands together, also known as a clap! Now start banging them on the tables! And get ready for the Giggle Dungeon! And your host, Mr. Steve Valentino! Right, now that music was supposed to be a lot louder and quicker and more enthusiastic. So what was supposed to happen was I made you make all that noise and then I came on and I was going to be like, ah, look at me. But instead, I stood there while you got bored of clapping. Can we try again? Oh my God, thanks. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I do this voice every now and then when I haven't got a punchline, so brilliant. Get used to it. Ladies and gentlemen, blah, 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 Steve Valentino! For me? Oh, hello, welcome to the Giggle Dungeon! Yes! Woo! Okay, give me a cheer if you are a fresher. Give me a cheer if you are a second year. Give me a, oh my God, I can't believe I've only got one more year and then I'm going to have to go and live real life in the real world. Oh my God, I can't understand it. I'm going to have to pay back my student loan and all I did was contemporary theatre. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that in the real world? But on the plus side, I get to live away from crew. If you're a third year, beautiful. Beautiful. So, well, do you know what? Let me just say, it genuinely, it's a pleasure to be in crew. Said no one ever. No one in the history of crew has ever been happy that they're here. Did you guys? So I got my place, and when I got my place here, I told my grandma. She was really proud of me for going to uni. Does anyone else have a grandma that's proud of them? Yeah. Mine too. Put you on a medal. Fuck off, the joke's not about you. Anyway, that's what hecklers get. So, no, but I found it right. So did you guys get your little placement and it was like, oh my God, MMU, yeah. I love Manchester. Manny's going to be sick. And it was like, oh my, I mean, in truth, it was like, oh my God, Canal Street, hello. Well, obviously. And then I looked at it, and my mum was like, no, it's MMU Cheshire. Oh, they do have quite a zoo. I don't know who just like orgasmed at the thought of a zoo. Oh, they do have a zoo. Oh, leave the monkeys alone! You fucking beast. And I was like, all right, fine. I've been to Chester, because you hear Cheshire, you think Chester, right? So I was like, cool, sorted, no problem. Love that. It's got a bit of old, bit of new. Anyone been to Chester? Give me a cheer. Beautiful. Anyone from Chester? Steve, don't be fucking stupid. I visited and then left. Right. Well, I love Chester. It's got like that old mix of old and new. So you got oh, there's my top shop, but I just got to navigate the cobbles to get there, right? You know, the sort of walk in the high heels. You know, like most of you probably did out of here last night, right? It's little donkey legs. What were you? I was specifically talking about heels, but sir, thank you for letting me know about your preferences. And then my mum was like, hello, here's the address. It's in Crewe. what the fuck's a crew? I told my grandma, she went, it's got a lovely train station. 2009, 2010, best in the country. And I was like, yeah, grandma, that's what I want from my university life. Transport links! And then I Googled crew. I Googled it. Have you ever Googled crew? Do you know what comes up? Train station. That's it. It was good. I came up with the thing as well. You know, who travelled here or has travelled here by train? Just so you know, hands up doesn't work. See these lights? Very bright. They're blinding me and letting me believe that there's 4,000 people here. But if you have, you've heard the automated voice. Right, now, when you're going somewhere, look, I don't expect much from the automated voices on the train, okay? My expectations are low. Say the place. That's it. That's your job. I don't expect them to be excited. I'm not expecting like, hey, Birmingham, woo! That's inappropriate. Because I live in Birmingham and it's inappropriate, right? But even the voice itself, when it gets to crew, is sad. Like, and the next stop is crew. Like, even the automated, made-up robot voice without feelings or concepts of reality and life is depressed by the idea of crew. And who's a fresher again? Give me a cheer. Yeah, man, 3 years. No, do you know what, right? And I guarantee when you got here, right? So this is your student union. Gives a cheer for the student union. Right, so the thing is, right, if you think this is shit now, which it is, right? Because it is like, you go to uni, you're like, oh, what's the nightlife going to be like? What's my student union going to be like? You don't expect it to be your fucking dining room as well, do you? Like, come in here for your school dinners and then, get fingered and stuff. And, but when I got here, right, see these, what look like nothing. Let's look over here. Let's take this in. See those bits of black stuff? Right? That's an improvement. When I got here, these things were not here. But the glass things were, which you see there. You see them over there. So that meant on student, I love Wednesdays. Oh. No, you don't. No one likes Wednesday. It's a lie. It's propaganda. Right? That meant that. I mean, they're an improvement in the sense that it blocks things off and makes this feel like more of a dance floor, less of a, like, school disco, right? But what they've taken away was the glass things that would let you see many a girl getting fingered against the glass. It's just true. And it's weird as well, like, being back in crew. So I am, right, give me a check. I'm going to see who's, right. Who's from, I'm going to go round the country so we know who's here, who's from where, who's what. So, because I'm from Birmingham. Who's in from Birmingham? Yes! Where's my Birmingham crew? Hey, buddy. Grinder. Not really. It's my friend told me about it. No, so Birmingham, how many times has someone, right, who else is, right, so if you've got a thick accent, right, so there's certain areas that have thicker accents than others. Somewhere like, say, Liverpool. Anyone in from Liverpool? Back over there, right. Is this the accent table? Everyone's like, look, we don't know what the fuck you're saying, right? You sit over there with the special table, here's your crayons and you're colouring in, and you keep making that noise you're making, but we don't understand you. Right, okay, so I'm gonna aim over here. Anyone in from Wales? I love that. She was like, hey! Hey! Well, hello. I can do the only Welsh accent I can do. Is anyone familiar with Mr. Rod Gilbert? Well, if you were, that's a fucking spot-on impression, just so you know. Right, Birmingham, man. How many times has this happened to you? Right, this kept happening to me, and I'd go, I'm from Birmingham, and I don't have the accent. I'm born and bred in Birmingham. People would go, oh, you mean Birmingham? I mean, I quite clearly said Birmingham. Do you mean Birmingham? I said Birmingham. Has that happened to you, mate? And then say Birmingham. Right, see that? Did you hear that? Of course you didn't. He only said it over there. But this is what he said. He said the word Birmingham without being a twat about it. And he said Birmingham, all right? So fuck everyone else in here who's gone, oh, you mean Birmingham? Because the problem is, you make someone angry, their accent actually comes out, right? So I'm going Birmingham. Oh, Birmingham. No, Birmingham. Oh, Birmingham. 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 Fucking Birmingham. Ah, you cunt. And he's tripped me out. Problem with Birmingham is everyone sounds stupid as fuck from Birmingham, don't they? I like Birmingham is to, if anyone, give me a cheer if you like football. Ugh, don't matter, this reference will go over your head anyway. But I feel Birmingham is to accents what Robbie Savage is to football punditry. It is there to make the surrounding things seem more intelligent. Now, you know Robbie Savage? That's a good joke. If you don't, sorry I wasted your time. But the problem is the Birmingham accent, the inflection goes down at the end. So everything sounds like bad news. Everything. Oh. She's gone. Can we all just turn around and watch her while I do this bit? What's her name? Shannon! We all a round of applause for Shannon. And if we can all focus on Shannon. Oh. I've won the lottery. Oh. Just bought a new car. My mate said to me, it was at Christmas time. It's a joyous time. Good old Jesus, obviously I'm quite the fan. Style icon. This is Thorns, by the way. And he said to me, Shannon, this is what my mate said to me. He went, oh, Steve. I went, yeah, Jay. He went, yeah. I went, you good, mate? He went, yeah. You sure, mate? He went, yeah. What are you drinking now, mate? Just Stella. That's cool. Yeah. So work good? Yeah. How's the missus? Oh, yeah. Speaking of her, Zoe's pregnant. I was like, shit, man. That sucks. He's like, no, I'm ecstatic. Fucking let your voice know! I don't know how to react if you're going to drone down at the end every time. Thanks for sharing it with me, Shannon. So, ladies and gentlemen, can I have, by a show of, this is what we're going to do. Say hello to the hand. Say hello to the hand! This, ladies and gentlemen, is the hand of power. Say, ooh. That's what she does say. But, you know, I've told your mum to stop texting me. But she won't. You think your nan's dead. Bitches in my basement. Oh, but you know what the thing is, I like older women. Because older women are like, you know, like good wine. You know, the older they get, more likely they are to taste like vinegar. That's your nan, son! Your dead nan tastes like vinegar. Woo! I have said some things in my time, but your dead nan tastes like vinegar. Oh my God! Hey Lou, did you hear that? His dead nan tastes like vinegar. Now that sounds weird. It was. Right. Oh, so brilliant. Anyway, what was I doing? Hand of power. Shut your mouth. Because I've got more. That's your nan, she knows. Get a Ouija board out, man. Anyway. ladies and gentlemen, this right now is the hand of power. We've said hello to the hand of power. What we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do is I'm going to announce things like we did before. When I get louder, you get louder. When the hand gets higher, you guys get higher. Can we practice that, please? So we start down here. Just, no. I'm dead. You don't fucking care. Take it. Shut up. Bringing the mood down, man. Like, you're just making it dirty. Anyway, right, so we're going to start here with that. Ooh. Yeah, you behave. Look at you smiling. Do I have to, like, stop it? Right. Ooh. Wonderful. Try that one more time. Tickly, tickly, tickly. Wonderful. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do is we're going to do that every time we bring people on. We're going to make some noise. You, sweetheart, what's your name? Lena. Good, I got that right. Because she told it me. I did some psychic thing. I haven't got my Ouija board. Behave. So, will you be my cheerleader for something? All I need to do is you need to start stamping your feet. So put your hands together. And then it's going to ripple through. Keep going. If you stop, it can't ripple. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You ripple it out. Everyone around it starts doing it. And it builds, and everyone around it does it more and more and more and more. More. We follow the hand. We follow the hand. We keep going. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Martin Worthington!
Just move this out of the way. Things are about to get a little bit physical. Stop getting excited, all right? Well, this is glamorous, isn't it? When you watch shows like Live at the Apollo, like when the comedian comes out, there's all the smoke and the music and everyone's cheering. Here in crew, you have someone backstage going, "Come on, fucker." Like, who keeps bringing me back here? Like, what are they doing putting me on this stage? It's very dangerous. Putting me on this stage is like giving the keys to some heavy mining equipment to a toddler. It's either going to be amazing to watch, or someone on the front row is going to get injured. So I graduated this summer, and to all the third years out there going, "Oh, can't wait to graduate. Can't wait to graduate and get a real life." Don't. It's shit. Like, it really is shit. Turns out, universal drinking rules aren't universal. Apparently, getting your nan to down a sherry because she drank with her right hand is inappropriate behaviour for a funeral. I mean, someone could have fucking warned me. But the thing is, university is a fantastic time for everyone. You really get to learn who you are. You get to discover yourself. And as it turns out, I'm pretty fucking weird. I know, big surprise. But the thing is, I've become this mecca for weirdness. Weirdness just seems to attract to me. Like, I was on Instagram the other day, and I get a new follower. I know. This is a strange occurrence for me, because I'm not A, female, or B, attractive. So, I go to have a look, and it's an account called Breadface. This woman's account is dedicated to her taking various types of bread and pushing her face into them. Just lots and lots of videos of this woman pressing her face into bread. I know, pretty weird. 6 out of 10 on the weirdness scale. Shortly after this, I get followed by another account called Puddingfoot. This person's account is dedicated to her placing her foot in various different desserts. What the fuck? Do these people know each other? I could just imagine them sat in this big room with two big wheels of fortune, going, "Okay, Jeff, welcome to the meetings. Your username shall be elbow deli meat. You shall be elbow deli meat, and your account shall be you taking various meats that you find at your local deli counter and placing your elbow in it. Pastrami, bam. Chicken, bam. Fucking Billy Bear, bam. 50,000 followers overnight. Like, you may laugh, but 12 hours time, I'm going to go home, and elbow fucking deli meat is going to be building a shrine to me and worshipping me as some sort of deity. You see, I'm okay with this though. Like, I rock the weird guy vibe. But it kind of hurts when, especially mothers with young children, cross the road to avoid me. Let's have a bit more. Yeah. And I get it though. I get it. They don't want me to molest their kids. But come on, I'm not going to do it during the daytime. I'd do it in the evening. In Portugal. When the parents have gone out for a meal. It's a problem though, like weird men like me getting stereotyped as pedophiles. Like, even some women have problems with me petting their dog. Like, come on, I'm not gonna fuck your dog. It's a chihuahua, it wouldn't fit. Ladies. But I found a way to overcome this. I found a way to stop people thinking that you're this way. And that is to out-weird yourself. That is to push past the boundaries and ascend to something new. So, listen carefully, because this might help you one day. All you have to do is take off all your clothes, maybe leave some socks on, a little bit of mystery, go lie down in someone's garden, roll around and make some goat noises. Yes, people are going to avoid you, but at least they don't think you're Rolf Harris. There's a lot of Rolf Harris fans in here today. I didn't know Crewe was the epicenter of the Rolf Harris fan club. Don't say anything like that, he's a saint. It's all slander. Time a Kangaroo was a legendary song. No, but the thing is, like, people are too safe. This is why it scares people. People are too safe. We live in a society where we've cushioned people too much. Like, if there's a slight dip in the road, there needs to be 13 and a half signs telling people, oh, look, there's a slight dip in the road. Or if it's 2 degrees too hot, you need a member of St. John's ambulance following you 24/7 with a space blanket and a cold flannel. Or if there's a man in your garden making goat noises, he has to be removed for being a public nuisance. And this is the problem, because these people who normally would have been killed by now by choking on a baby bell, not realising you have to unwrap it from its red waxy outer to get to the cheesy deliciousness in the middle, trying to swallow it whole like some pink fleshy seagull with gold hoops. Like, these people are surviving, and they're breeding. Like, you watch Jeremy Kyle, and the women on there have pulled 3 kids out their meat cottage before the lie detectors even come out. Like, look at America. Some woman lets her child fall into a gorilla enclosure, and what do? They shoot the fucking gorilla. There's only 700 gorillas left in the world, and 1.9 billion children. Fuck it, have him. Think of the viewing numbers. We have Keeping Up with the Kardashians, it's shit. I would much rather watch a gorilla fight a toddler. So, how was that show you went to last night? Oh, it was alright, yeah. This guy, though, said he wanted to watch a gorilla fight a toddler. A gorilla? Yeah. Wouldn't the gorilla always win? Yes, the gorilla would always win. A gorilla can weigh anywhere between 130 and 190 pounds and has enough power to rip John Cena's face off. Yes, the gorilla would always win. It'd be like if at the Olympics, in one corner, we have the Ethiopian wrestling team, and in the other corner, we have Sir Kill-A-Lot. Like, it's going to be great to watch, but ethically... But the thing is, the kids could have just been looking for Pokemon. Like... 1 minute you're looking for a Jigglypuff, next thing you're the plaything of a Silverback. But the thing, like, Pokemon is the ultimate excuse for being a fucking idiot. Like, that's not to hate on it, I fucking love Pokemon. Like, up until this point, the outdoors had no appeal to me. Fresh air, nah. Nice walks, nah. But fill it with small invisible monsters I can fling my balls at. I'm like fucking Bear Grylls out there. But it is the ultimate excuse for being an idiot. Like, Steve, what are you doing in my wife's bedroom? Mate, you'll never guess what. There was a diglet in the wardrobe. Oh. Excuse me, sir. Did you kill this man? Well, he was trying to take my gym, you know. Sir, why are you laying naked in this garden? Well, I went to this comedy show, right? Now, I'm going to leave you with some words of wisdom from me to you. You can always resit an exam. You can never resit a night out. Thank you very much. I've been Martin Worthington.
Woo! I mean, that wasn't. I mean, I thought I was going to be the weird, creepy bit, like with you. But I mean, cool. Let's go for Rolf Harris. Like, tie me down, kangaroo. What was the fuck? I mean, isn't it horrible to think about that now? Ugh, God. So anyway, Pokemon, right? Give me a cheer if you're playing Pokemon Go. Of course, they're all sat together. Give me a cheer if you got loads of friends on MySpace. That's my age. I realised it made me really sad on the way up here. Because, right, so I started the Giggle Dungeon when I was at uni, so I still come back and host the shows and stuff. I'm a comedian myself. Well, I don't know what was just said, but I'm going to ignore it because it's irrelevant. Unless it was nice, in which case, see me after. Thank you. So it's distracting everyone from my point. Shush. And so I come back, but I realised I first came here 7 years ago. And that means that there's some people who are coming here who were 11 when I first came here. And that made me feel really fucking old. Give me a cheer if you're over 25. There is one person in this room that is lying so bad that I can't see him. He's waving at me from the back. Brilliant. Cheers. Thanks, mate. No, he's not really. I made him up. Right, so because I'm getting older, right, but I was still working clubs, I still working bars, so I still I'm out and about. There's all the freshers are around in Birmingham where I'm from and stuff, and it's weird because you can't always tell age, can you? It can be difficult, right? So I've got a rule. Do you want to hear my rule? And for anyone who isn't a 90s kid, as in, oh my God, I was born in like 1999, so I'm a 90s kid. Because I know the rap to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Do you know the orange juice bit? No, then shut the fuck up! And if you don't know the orange juice bit that I just mentioned, that anger wasn't aimed at you. Just aimed at people like you. So, does everyone, if I ask you a question, I just want to know, do you guys know who loves orange soda? That's the appropriate response. We try that one more time. Who loves orange soda? Now, anyone who didn't sing that, can you all just put your hands up? Because I can see yous now. Okay, good. See, that's what it's for. Now, let me ask another question. Same show, different question. And this is where the rule comes in. Who put the screw in the tuna? Let me ask that one more time and get a response. That was a genuine question. I wasn't just like, I'm going to say these words and there's no joke at the end, so here's the question. Who put the screw in the tuna? I'm not gonna lie, right? In my head, this bit was working a lot better than this. But okay, give me cheer. You don't have to join in. Cheer if you know who put the screw in the tuna. And my rule is, it's not very good now that it's taken this long to get here. But my rule is, if they don't know who put the screw in the tuna, you should not put your screw in the tune. And now I don't need a mic. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Mike Worthington! Now, what I need you to do, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm about to introduce, that's rude. Who I'm about to introduce. Ladies and gentlemen, she is now taken over as chair of the Giggle Dungeon. Hold it in, ladies. Pretend it's Spanx. That's weird. Mate. Everyone look at the laugh. Someone give me some kippers, I've got a seal. I don't have that kind of coordination, but thank you. Oh, she's still going, brilliant. What's your name again, sorry? Oh, why would she tell me? I'm not going to pick on you. A long time. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause. She's gone. She's dead now. She's having a fit. It's too much. Too many claps. Ah! Ladies and gentlemen, what I need you to do is make a lot of noise. The woman who I'm about to introduce is a very good friend of mine, obviously, standardly, but she's taken over as chair of the society. When I started the society, it was all about getting together, creating people, like creating a safe space for people to come and be themselves and share ideas. And when I met Lou, the woman I met, not only was she like, I'd say half the woman she used to be, but she's double the woman that she actually used to be. But in like the mental sense, like not the figurative, literal sense. Stop being so rude, dude. Don't make me talk about your nan again. I'm just kidding. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I need you to do, I need you to start. My love, will you be my cheerleader again? Keep going. Now, ripple, 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 ripple. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the Duchess of the Giggle Dungeon, Lou.
I don't like it when people scream and yell because, like, it makes other people think I'm good. Hello, everybody. Hi, Joe. You're right. Please don't laugh, sweetheart. Okay, so have we got any first years here? Raise your hands. Oh, bless you. I'd like to say hello to you guys. I'd also like to say goodbye to your positive way of living, your healthy livers. I'm sorry Shia LaBeouf isn't going to help you with "You Can Do It." We gave up a long time ago, but congratulations for getting here. Second years, can I see you? Oh, you're so cute. Okay, so this is the year, guys. This is the year where you wonder if you actually need this degree and that maybe prostitution does sound like a good idea after all. Third years, where are ya? My 30s, guys, we're nearly... Boo? Wow, okay. 30s, this is it. We're nearly there. We're not even human anymore. We've ascended to be higher beings. We're like husks of our former selves. Just alcoholic, in debt, really, really, really sad husks. Aren't I right? I'm right, aren't I? So, welcome to Manchester Metropolitan, guys. Keyword being Manchester. Let's have a raise of hands of everyone who thinks their sat-nav played a dirty trick on them by bringing them to this shithole. Yeah, I've been here for 2 years and I still think I'm going to see Rick Astley singing Never Gonna Give You Up, because this is the biggest Rickroll I've ever fucking been a part of. Crewe is a great place. Crewe is a great place, my fucking arse. Have you seen the locals? Oh my God, they don't accept you unless you like complete the ultimate task of singing a moderately okay tribute to Bon Jovi down the pub. And even then, that's when they take the pitchforks from up your ass. It's not right, guys, it's not right. I like to think that Crew is a lot like The Village from Hot Fuzz. Has anyone seen Hot Fuzz? Yeah. Except Crew didn't put any effort in. So instead of like striving to be the best place in the world, they've actually been voted the 4th worst place to shop. And instead of murdering people for the greater good, they just like shank you for the bounce. They do. But it's okay, guys. We have a saving grace. We have a Nando's. Oh, sorry. No. I didn't say that right. We have a cheeky Nando's. Fuck cheeky Nando's. Pretty sure that there were other restaurants and fast food places before cheeky Nando's. So why don't you have like Banter Bus Toby's Carvery or Sly KFC or Bad Man's McDonald's? This is gold, this is. I could get money for this. Cheeky Nando's. Like, the only thing cheeky about Nando's is the price you pay for a size of chicken the same size as the fucking idiot who created cheeky Nando's. Nando's, I'm coming for you. That was really controversial. I'm sorry, Nando's. So, a little bit more about myself. I am a 3rd-year CTP. See, I was just about to get to that. I either get 2 reactions, either thank fuck I'm not the only one in this goddamn place, or not another one. Yeah, contemporary theatre is a really weird course, okay? And in the first 2 years, we had to do something called yoga, which I'm sure a few of us are familiar with. If anyone does yoga, yes, no? Yasa! Good. Got the yas going. Okay, so yoga, we thought it was a big joke. We thought, yeah, float like a bee, sing like a butterfly. Pretty sure that's right. So we thought we'd own that shit. No. Yoga is a killer. It will murder your face. Okay? Let me explain. So I'm a rather busty woman. I have boobs. I am the boob. Essentially, I've said boob one too many times. I am straight, I swear. So when you have boobs, it's a little bit hard to do. So let me demonstrate, okay? I haven't really thought this through. Okay, so to anyone who can see me, you can see that my boobs are pretty much smothering my face. Yeah, that's great. My tutor said I was doing a great job, but I said, if you can pretty much see your creator at the end of a tunnel, and your sight's going dim, and everything's going blue, and you're dying, you're doing a good fucking job, so take that on board. No, mate, I am fucking not. So yeah, I think I deserve a round of applause for that. Oh my God, I can't see anything. Fantastic. But when I came to uni, it was like, things change. They do, to first years, they do honestly change. And my good old mum always says, if you can't find anybody at university, you're going to be alone forever, ever, you sad fuck. Thanks, Mum. So I did find someone, fortunately, with the help of Tinder, because can't... Guys, you're adorable. I love it. With the help of Tinder, I do have to pay him £30 a month to actually stay with me, but I actually made that joke and then I had to check my bank account to make sure he hadn't set a direct debit up account, to him. Relationship goals, trust issues, yeah. But when I first came to uni, beforehand, I used to play The Sims a lot. Does anyone know The Sims? So, for those who don't, it's like a virtual world where you look after these little people and you can murder them by putting them in pools and removing the ladder. And then when you're 12 years old, you feel really cheeky because you get them to woohoo. But you have to turn the sound down because you're scared your parents will find out that you're making these Sims woohoo. Well, that was me anyway. So I thought if I could keep a family of 4 on The Sims happy, then I'd be fine at university. Turns out I had all the cheats available on it, so I had my own peace of mind and I didn't have to do anything. So Motherload and Rosebud, semicolon, 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 isn't going to help me at university. But I did make this comparison. Essentially, we are all Sims, and our parents are like the board owners that just put us on free roam. In the beginning, it's great. It's amazing. You get to do whatever you want. You can woohoo with anyone you want. That's awful. I'm going to call it woohoo from now on. That's disgusting. You can woohoo with whoever you want. You can go out drinking. You can get as many takeaways as you want. And then responsibility kicks in. And then the takeaway pile just keeps growing and growing and growing. And then you start to smell really weird, not realizing it's tequila and you've already become an alcoholic. You start yelling at nothing in particular because you've got too many things to do. And then you start talking in a funny language because you are an alcoholic. I swear, like, the other day, there was this, like, huge pile of pizza boxes next to my door. So I was barricaded into my room, essentially. And I just thought, oh no, I can't go into lecture because there's something blocking my way. What a shame. And then I turned over and went back to bed because I don't give a shit. But university isn't as bad as you think it is. It's not, is it, guys? You're meant to be helping me out here. You're really not fucking, yes, sir. University is great. You may spiral into alcoholism and get your parents calling you every so often, asking if you need a membership to Alcohol Anonymous. You may just feel like your life has no prospect whatsoever and just like a failure. Jesus Christ. And you may feel like winter is coming all the time. However, yeah, Game of Thrones reference thrown in there. I don't watch it. However, look on the bright side, kids. At least we have a cheeky fucking Nando's. Thank you very much, everybody. I've been Lou Jones. Thank you.
Thank you! I said thank you for her, obviously. You don't say thank you for me bouncing back on again. Was I the only one who heard the word motherload and was just disgusted? Like, you know, like, because that's a normal word, like, when she said it, ugh. Like, a load for your mum, nah. No, how did you not get, how was it, like, was it not already, like, mother load, it's disgusting, right? I mean, it's cool, though. It's not nice. But speaking of mums, who got brought here by their mum? Give me a cheer if your mum moved you in. Oh! Give me a cheer if your dad moved you in. Oh shit, that was about balance. I was expecting like, no. Like, if I meet someone who's got both parents together, I'm like, sorry, how? What? Well, so your mum just takes the beatings? Oh, whoa, hey! Hey! My life, I'm allowed to tell the jokes. Don't, oh, what, my pain? Oh, that's typical white guilt. I was like, no. Like, I'm not going to carry on with the rest of that joke because clearly you're going to cry for me. But no, but the truth is, my dad wasn't around much apart from when he was, and it was shit. You know, but obviously, didn't affect me. Stand on stage, craving the validation of strangers. And I graduated with a first class honours, so woo-woo! Well done, and look at your futures, guys. Still living the dream. So who's mum? Like, do you guys give me a cheer if you have a good relationship with your mum? Thank you. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Because I do. My mum is honestly. Hey, whoever's talking at the back, shut your mouth, please. Oi, bruv. If someone's on stage talking, they've worked a lot of time to put in the work, to stand in front of people, to go, here you go, here's my jokes, here's my art, here's what I'm going to give you. If you don't want to listen, doors at the back. Anyway, so back to how loving my mum was and how I'm not a broken human being. So, who gets angry at random people when I hear noise. So my mum, right, give me a cheer if you really get on with your mum. See, that's beautiful, because I do as well, and I love my mum. Honestly, I love her dearly. But don't your mum have the ability to just... It's really hard, because you can't really... really? You're going to make that noise at me? Like, because she doesn't really do anything wrong. But fuck me, did she do it wrong? Right? Like, she ain't said nothing. Like, but, oh, really? That look? You're going to raise that eyebrow at me? Like, just nothing. She's done nothing wrong, but... that little bit. There's something about your mom, like, and I'm, like I said, I'm 27, I'm old. I'm not really, but I am compared to you fuckers. Right? Right, I'm at 27, and it shouldn't still happen, right? So when I was younger, I thought I grew out of this ability, this thing that my mom has the ability to do, to just go, there's one word, now you're a child. No, Mum. But it still happens, right? I was at home the other day, she cooked dinner, I'm gonna do the washing up, right? Right? That's how it should be, right? Social ethics, right? That's what I'm saying, son. Good. Thank you. You respected the hand, and I appreciate that. Beautiful, I love you. So, right, I was there, and in my head, I was like, right, I'm gonna do the washing up. I'm gonna do the washing up, because you should fucking do the washing up. Yes, round of applause for washing up. And if you guys live with other people, respect that rule. Someone else cooks, you wash the fuck up. But only if you ate it. Like, obviously, like, you know, don't be like, oh, well, they cooked, I better wash it. No, don't confuse the vibe. Right, so I was like, I'm gonna wash up. I'm gonna do the washing up. Mom comes in the room. She went, Steve, will you wash up? Now, what have I just decided, guys? I just decided, of course, I'm gonna do the washing up. Because we love the washing up. We wash up for days. Washing up life. Cheeky washing up. Fuck Nando's. But she's asked me, she said, will you do the washing up? And I said, no. I was like, why? So my mouth made a sound. My brain did not want it to. My brain was like, yeah. But my mouth... no. And not in a weird sexual way. I don't know why she winked at me when I said that. She's like, I know. Calm down, rapey. I know. She said, and I was like, and then she went, why not? I said, because I don't want to. And my brain was like, what the fuck are you talking about? You definitely want to, because that's the rules, and you want to, because you're not a shit person. And my mouth was like... I was like, brain, please, have a conversation with the mouth. It's like, well, the mouth does the talking. It's like, good point. And I was like, no, come on, do the washing up. And I was like, no, and I'm 27. Reminds me when I was a kid. Do you remember like when your mum was like, yeah, give me a cheer if you did GCSEs. Now, I did a gig and crew. I forgot this until I just said this now. I did a gig and crew. There was about 35 people, not that many, but 35 people. I went, so yeah, when I was doing my GCSEs, absolutely, like literally confusion. I said, you're not my crowd, man. But you guys are my crowd, so wow! When you're doing GCSEs, hey, give me a cheer if you were one of those people who made your little revision timetable. Did you highlight it? Yeah. What's your name? Alex. So, Alex, give me a round of applause for Alex. Alex, let's talk about your revision timetable. What time did you start? Yeah, someone revised real hard at communication. Now, Alex, what time did you start on your timetable for that week? What time did you start? Oh, wow. See, like, you know when you're like, I got a first class honours from this uni, and then you come back and you meet the people at the uni, and you're like, well, I'm gonna burn that shit then. Worked real hard on my drama, TV, and film studies. Woo! Alex don't know what times is times. I'ma just do highlights on my things. Did you, when you thought you would do revision, were you just in colouring in? Yeah. Oh, you did, oh shit. Wow. See, me, I had to break it up because my mind gets confused. I had to get like, oh, I do humanities in the morning. Yeah, well, no categories, they're called subjects, you knob. This isn't The Price is Right. Like, it's not the fucking, I'm doing my categories. I don't know why you Geordie? Fuck it, you are now. Hey, man, I'm doing my categories today. I don't even know what time I started, but yeah, do you know what? I do it all the way through that. I'm really good at accents, can you tell? And anyway, my point is that my mum would leave. I'm gonna leave you, Alex. I'll talk to you later. Tell me all about your categories you were doing with your colouring in. I hope you kept in the lines. Probably not. But my mum would be like, oh, she'd be leaving, I'd be sweet. And then she'd be like, I'll get it all set up and have it all there. Here's my books, I'm doing this, I'm doing... I'm going to have a little break, I'm going to say hello this morning, meet Holly Willoughby again, be like, oh my God, love you so much. And then be like, oh, I'm going to go back to revision. That's my plan. Then as my mum was leaving, she's like, oh, Steve, make sure you do some revision. Alex, do you think I did revision? Do you guys think I did revision? That's why I graduated from here. No, not really. But I'm scared, right? I'm scared because, right, as a grown person, I shouldn't still get that angry at my mum, should I? No. We should be grown enough to get a conversation with our parents, right? And what I'm terrified of is that it's going to continue. I'm never going to grow out of it. I'm terrified of it. That my mum is going to be there, old. I'm old. Then I already am. And I'm going to say, Mum, bye, I love you. And as I leave, she's like, hey, Steve. Yeah, Mum. Look after them kids. I'll fucking drive home. I'll tell you what to do, Mum! Boom! Kids! Daddy's home! Boom! I know that's quite an aggressive way to end, but... You gotta finish jokes on a punchline. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what we're about to do, I'm about to bring on our final act to this section, then it's break time, then it's raffle time, then it's party time, then we've got some other acts that I think are here somewhere. I don't know, we'll find out. The old student union sorted it out, so fuck knows what's going on. Yeah, good old Rob Ledley! Literally, he's the advert. Like, you know when you meet a good ginger? And you're like, oh, do you know what, yeah? Do you know what they say about you isn't true? Then you meet Rob and you're like, oh, fuck you. They don't have souls and you're a cunt. So, hey, I graduated 4 years ago, you can't do fuck all to me. You didn't have fat ears. Anyway. Wow, let's get rid of the aggression. Let's get back to raping your dead nan or something. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, what I need you to do, my love, be my cheerleader once more time. One more time. Bring it up! Bring it up! Bring it up! Bring it up! You'll find out to this section, Katie Busson!
Bear with. Just give us a... Wait, no. I don't even... Hang on. I don't actually need the stand. I don't know why I made a fuss about that. Hi, guys. Some really beautiful faces here tonight. I'm just going to say, before I crack on with my little corner of wisdom for the evening, soz if you're offended, because I am very concerned that this may be see-through. That's why it was at the back of the wardrobe, to be quite honest. So I don't really know. Anyway, so who is excited to be back here? No one, literally no one. I know that we've heard so much shit about crew tonight. I know we have, and I understand that, because I hate it. But I love it at the same time, because it can be so weird, second and third years, who's with me, going home for 4 months, 4 months after 9 of freedom. It's a time where rapid readjustment is readily required. That is right, we are kicking this off with some alliteration. Yeah, it's going to be that kind of night, guys. Get excited, it's going to be educational as well as fun. But no, it gets you thinking. I always find going back home after uni, it gets you thinking about going back to school. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I went to a really small rural school in northeast Scotland. Whoa! I'm going to pretend I don't know who cheered. Yes. I know my school was so science-based. Only 2 art students came out of there. One of them's a kethead now, and the other one seems to just sell their body on a stage. In crew. Side business, guys. No, but so many aeronautical engineers came out of my school. Physicists, doctors, and me. Everyone was so driven, particularly the boys. Very, very engrossed in their sums. Now, do you know what that does to teenage girls? Do you know what type of women they turn into? Sluts. Sluts. Do you know, when I first came to uni, I remember being so surprised that blokes were quite happy to stare at my tits without me having to write an equation on them first. Now, genuinely, I did try that once at wind band at school. Poor lad nearly choked on his clarinet. And the worst part was, it was really tragic. All he could say after he'd recovered was, actually, you've misformulated the numerical representation of pi. Like, cheers, Tim. Thanks. No, but honestly, it's so weird because you'll find that there's just so many questions that you want never to have to answer. And there's a stream of people that you'd rather never have to see again, ever. Don't you just love it when all of your parents' friends get together in a room and they start asking you about how your career in the performing arts is going? I don't know why they always use this. And then when you hesitate for like a nanosecond, all they start asking you is what your backup plan is. And it turns out that sex worker is not an appropriate answer to that question at a middle-class dinner party. And then when you try changing tack by inserting the phrase burlesque artist, they just start asking you about how you're going to achieve the perfect figure. Like, rude, actually. What is not perfect about this? You know? Rude. So I decided that I would tell them about this new diet that I found. It's not new. It's quite retro, really. Borderline vintage. It's fruit-based. I say fruits, mainly grapes. Red grapes. White grapes. Pink if you're feeling saucy. I'm talking about wine, guys. I'm talking about wine. Yeah, my brother turned to me after that conversation and he said, Katie, just promise me that you never will prostitute yourself. He's 15. And I said, to be honest with you, I can't promise that. The economy's shite. And people will always need 2 things, right? A plumber and a shag. And I'm only good with one type of pipes. Yeah, that's what you need to know about that. But, you know, there's so many people to avoid at home. For me, it's mainly exes, I'll be honest. Especially everyone seems to think that they're all doing much better than I am. I mean, I don't know why. It's not like I spend every Tuesday throwing up on the floors of budget nightclubs and smashing my neck in McDonald's or what. I don't know where they're getting these things from, but I'll give you a couple of examples, okay? One of them has just come back from a romantic break for 2 in Berlin. Like, who goes on a romantic break to Berlin anyway? There's a bloody great wall down the middle of it. And please, if you want to look at something big and hard, go to fucking Paris. Look at the fucking Eiffel Tower, eat some fucking baguettes, and watch the evening sparkle. Like, does no one know how to do romance anymore? Jesus Christ, I want to cry. And another one, he's started a successful business teaching music to underprivileged children. No, it's not cute, actually. Because we all saw him do Class A drugs at school, so good luck getting CRB checked, bitch. So as you can, I really don't know why people think that I'm not doing fine. It's as if they know I've got 2 bruises on each hip, and it's as if they know I don't know how they happened. Because maybe I fell over in box, maybe my cheap mattress punched me as I tried to go to sleep, but they don't know that, so it's fine. I reckon it's pretty awkward because, as you can see, they all ended. Well, they ended. So it's pretty uncomfortable when I run into their mothers. Especially when I'm with my mother outside wedding boutiques describing my perfect wedding dress, which obviously wouldn't be white because, let's face it, that ship sailed so long ago, I can't even remember what port that docked from, and how I definitely like forget-me-nots and maybe violets. And hello, Julie. Who's the lucky man, you ask? Well, now is the time for quick thinking, guys. What do you even say? Seeking comfort in the fact that this particular ex's mother watches little to no television and does woodwork and quilting as a hobby, I decide to select the first random name that comes into my head. Taylor. Remembering that this woman believes that all celebrity gossip is sinful, I select the surname. Lochner. Taylor Lochner, yeah? I'm engaged to Taylor Lochner. Yes, no, he is in the performing arts like me. No, I'm not pregnant. Although I can't blame you for asking. Well, he's been in a couple of little things, a little low-key, like film franchise, Twilight, you might have heard of it. No? Oh, well. Now, just to put your minds at rest, in case any of you were that emotionally invested, which I really don't think you are, I did have a pal Photoshop a couple of pictures of us together, in case she did feel inclined as to Google him later. But I think those are the sorts of reasons why I decided to take a break from relationships. Although I really don't know what broke in my brain to make me think, oh, you know what sounds like a really good plan? Go to a really small campus where everyone knows each other and sleep with every man in an 8-mile radius. You'll never run into them. Do you know when no one tells you it's really fucking hard when they're on your course and you see them every day? Like, why can't I go to Aldi without running into someone that I've sucked off on a Wednesday night? It's not fair. And now they've just gone to the lengths, like, they try and get away from me so fast they've taken to actually hiding in bushes to avoid conversation. Like, we're leaving with our, like, fucking chicken, and they're actually crouching in the shrubbery. Was it something I said? I mean, I'll never know. I mean, I will never remember, let's be real. I really don't know what I'm doing with the rest of my life, to be honest. But that's also, you know, I'm going to tell you a lesson here, guys. When you love wine, and you love big dicks, and you love trouble, there's just some places you can never go again. And that is why I had to stop going to the gym. And that is what I tell myself. Because it was very quickly becoming just into this hangout center for the ghosts of one-night stand past, present, and future. They're just always there, just looking at themselves in the mirror, sort of doing this, a bit of this. I'm just doing lunges that take up the entire gym. Look at me. Look at me. Look how buff I am. I do sports and exercise science. Look at me. CTP, dude. Come on, yoga. Yeah. The worst thing is that you're trying to look like you do exercise so that they don't look at you and think, oh my God. And you're on the little cycle thing in the corner like this. cycling. That's what cycling looks like. And you're just so like thinking, I must be burning off so much right now. So you look at the little thing that counts out how many calories that you've burned, and thinking, yeah, this is cycling again. Burning off so much. 19 calories. Ladies and gentlemen, 19 calories is not even enough to burn off one Kit Kat, let alone the entire bottle of wine that I drank after I'd finished the packet of Kit Kats. And I'm there sweating like a model in a sweet shop, and for what? For what? If I've got to go through this every day to look like Cara Delevingne, I think I will just stick to copying her eyebrows. And that is all I've got to say. Thanks, guys. Have a good Freshers Week.
Gay buzzer! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do now is we're going to have a little break because you guys have been here. Oh, also, before we go, can you guys give yourselves a fucking massive round of applause because you guys have been such a great audience. Thank you so much. Like, it takes a lot to get up here and do this shit. Like, and thank you all so much. What we do have, ladies and gentlemen, is we have a raffle. Ooh. Sorry, I didn't do the hand of power, so it's my fault. We have a raffle. Let's not get too excited. But there is an entire bottle of vodka to win. There is an entire... Is it left? I don't know. If Katie doesn't get her hands on the gin, then there might be a whole bottle of gin left. There's also some funny prizes, because, you know, Giggle Dungeon. So, ladies and gentlemen, that will be at the back. And if anyone is curious about the Giggle Dungeon, if anyone's curious about getting involved, if anyone has, like, ever thought, maybe, I'd like to do that. And not specifically stand-up, but comedy writing. We've got sketches that we do, we've got output. I'm going to tell you some more about it when we come back after the break, because I know you're all bursting, right? But we'll talk about it more, but if anyone's curious, just grab any one of us and we'll talk to you about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are brilliant. Round of applause, first half of the show! We will see you in 10 minutes. Okay, so how are we feeling? Everyone good? Wonderful, right, so, ladies and gentlemen, we are now resuming the show. That was the housekeeping. And now I feel a massive amount of pressure to tell you a really funny joke. However, I have none of them. But what I can do is tell you my shittest joke. Do you want to hear my shittest joke I've ever written? Do you want to start the shit joke chain? The shit joke chain, if you are not aware of it, is very simple. Someone goes, "Oi, I've got a shit joke." Actually, let's make it a call. Yeah. Whoever did that, thank you for adding bits to my set. I appreciate whatever noise happened wherever it did. So, I'm going to say, do you want to hear a shit joke? You say, yeah. Do you want to hear a shit joke? Yeah. You know it's shit though, don't you? Yeah. Are you going to tell it to someone else? Yeah. Because you're going to laugh even though it's shit? Yeah. Okay! Ladies and gentlemen. Like, in mid-sip, she went, "Oh, yeah." And unfortunately, that noise renders me damn near, you know, I can't really move right now. Yeah. Like, what am I supposed to do with that other than stand still and ejaculate slightly? No, it's not deja vu, it's deja your nan. Stop it. Yous are worse than me, though. You know that. Yous are all laughing at a recurring joke about me fucking his dead nan. And yous are like, eh, eh, eh. Which means you're encouraging me. I'm done. I've finished. I've left. She's still tied up. Like just like gently decaying in my basement. Like, she's like, gently? Fuck you! I said gently. I didn't say rapidly. Right? Gently because I respect her as a person. Do you want to see her teeth? No. Yeah, I know. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Right. What does a cheese wear to feel sexy? What does a cheese wear to feel sexy? A cheese string! No! Ladies and gentlemen, stamp your feet! Clap your hands! Get ready for the next stage of the show. Welcome to the stage, Steve Boucher.
Yeah, woohoo! Yeah, the latest comedy night in the world. Hello, I'm Steve. Hello, hello, crew. Lovely to be here. Manchester Metropolitan Crew Campus. Freaking yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, to be honest, if it was called Crew Metropolitan University, would you have fucking applied? No, of course you wouldn't. Anyway, lovely to be here. It's quite nice. I came on the train. I come down from Manchester. I did Manchester University gig last night. Your arch rivals. Oh, what do you think of Manchester University? Oh shit, yeah. Oh. They said some fucking horrible things about you guys as well. No, anyway, love to be here. I was at a uni that long ago. Give us a cheer if you are a fresher. Just one table, okay. You're just the whole campus fresher group. Wow, the intake is insane. I remember it's like Freshers Week. It's the most terrifying thing. I hated it. I hated Freshers Week so much. It makes me feel sick to even come back and see some of it. Like, I don't know how you're doing it. Like, some of you... by the way, let me tell you this now. Second and third years already know this. The people you're with now, these are your friends. Like, you've met these people in the last few days. Don't worry, you'll get better friends. It's going to be absolutely fine. Like, you will get... Like, don't worry, you're going to meet people you actually like. No, I'm joking. No, the thing, what's lovely about it is when you're in that situation, you sort of think they are going to be your best mates forever, don't they? And some of you are like, oh, this guy's a bit of a dick, but like, I think I'm stuck with him. And by the way, if you're sitting there thinking, no, we're all lovely, then you are the dick, probably. Yeah, I think I've worked out which one it is as well. No, I like you guys. But no, I hated Fresh Week so much. Oh my God, that I got there. I was a real geek when I was 18. Like, I think that's obvious now. Fuck you guys. I was a real geek, king of the geeks, right? At school, you'll be able to picture me. At school, right? You know the kid who sits in the front of every class and answers every question and has their top button done up and like follows the teacher around at lunch and stuff? Yeah. That kid bullied me. Like, I was so low down. Damien Redburn, he was a prick. But when I got to uni, like you guys, I thought I was a lad, right? That's what I thought I was. When I got to uni, I thought I was an alpha male, you know? A lad, you know? It didn't work out for me. You know, to give you an idea, when I was 18, I went to Magaluf. I went to Magaluf for a week with my friends, right? Shagaloof, whatever you call it. I went there for a week with my friends. I got through 8 books. Like, it wasn't for me, you know? And then I got to Freshers Week, and I thought, yeah, I'd be cool, I'll fit in. My mum took me on the Big Shop. Did you go on the Big Shop when you got here? Yeah. Your mum drops you off, and she like has to buy every single thing in Asda, just in case you're going to die. And the thing that's going to stop you dying is 6 George Foreman grills. That's the thing, isn't it? I remember my mum took me in the Big Shop. I remember it very clearly, 18 years old, walking around Asda. My mum chucked a pack of condoms into the trolley. I was like, Mum, unless we're going to have a water fight, that is not necessary. Took me a lot longer to do it. Have you done sex, guys? You've tried it? Not here. Well, no, not right now. No. It took me till about 3rd year to get on that boat. Don't arm me. It's my life. I've done it plenty of times now, guys. Upwards of 4 times. And I'll be honest with you, guys. It's not for me. Not my thing. You know what I mean? I've got other skills. Sex is not one of them. I've got loads of skills. So many. Crosswords, Sudokus, that kind of thing. Very good. Bedroom stuff? No, not so good. I have wet dreams and wake up prematurely, you know? Like, I'm not good. Proper joke, wouldn't it? Proper structured joke. None of this cheese string shit. Like, the proper joke. Anyway, I mean, don't worry about it. If you're feeling like, I mean, you guys look like you are enjoying Freshers genuinely, but if you are feeling a bit scared, it does get better. Like, it gets so much better. And I don't know what it's like in crew. Maybe it gets worse. I'm not sure. This guy's like, yeah, it fucking does, mate. I've been here for 10 years. I've had this cap on for 5. No, but you taking a picture? Yeah, do it. This is my finest hour. Put it on Facebook. But no, it's good to, because freshers, you meet people who you wouldn't normally hang out with. That's the great thing about it. Like, you get forced into situations that you wouldn't normally be in. I remember Freshers Week, my mate James. I met James. I wouldn't normally hang out with James at school. He was an alpha. He was a proper lad, right? He was a proper lad. He made the official lad noise. That's how you knew he was a lad. Yeah. We've got a dickhead in. Like, they're proper. No, but you're right. It's that noise, isn't it? It's that. That noise. It's like that. And James always said this. I don't know if you got. James always said, "Oi, lads on tour. Oi, lads on tour. Lads on tour." He never went anywhere, but he was always on tour. You know, like the. He loves a tour. Same bars as last week, James. Good tour. Please invite me. But the. Oh yeah, cheers. Actually, I did go. I remember Freshers Week. They did invite me because they had to. They put it in the brochure. Like, I knew where they were going, and I went. I remember this very clearly. Went to the thing. I realised. I learned in Freshers Week very quickly that the thing that stopped me being a lad was I'm very cautious. Right? I'm very cautious. I don't do things I'm scared of. That's my policy in life. Right? If I'm scared of something, I just don't do it, right? It's a really simple policy. If you're scared of something, don't do it, guys, right? People say face your fear. No. Don't. Like, face away from fear. That should be the phrase. Like, face the other way, right? It's not as catchy, but it's safer, isn't it? Like, that's why I don't go to nightclubs anymore. Nightclubs terrify me, so I just don't go to nightclubs. The other day, James the lad ran me out. He was like, "Oh, Steve, we're going clubbing. Let's go Tiger, Tiger. We're going Tiger, Tiger." I'm like, no way. It's called Tiger twice. The danger's clear. Like, no. Are you fucking mental? I go to Gerbil or something, but a few Gerbil fans in. You realise, you find out a lot about yourself in Freshers Week. I realised I wasn't a big drinker. I remember Freshers Week, they were trying to make me drink this cocktail that was 80% alcohol. No, thank you. I think some of you are 80% alcohol right now. The cocktail, I remember very clearly, the cocktail was called Sex on a Boat. That's what it was called. That rang alarm bells immediately. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to drink a cocktail called Sex on a Boat. I'm not going to drink a cocktail that's named after two things I vomit doing, right? I'm not fucking stupid, right? And anyway, I was out with her. Maybe the second night of Freshers, I ended up going, James sort of dragged us, about three of us. We ended up going to a lap dancing club, right? Classic lad activity, yeah. Yeah, right, a female fan of it as well, as you're entitled to be. Now, I'll be honest, I'd never been to a lap dancing club before. I was 18 years old, I was naive. But I was quite excited, right? You know, I'd never been to a lap dancing club before. I was a big fan of Strictly, so I went in there, right? Nah, it's nothing like Strictly come dancing in there, guys, right? They're not doing tango or Latin or ballroom, and they do not want requests, by the way. The main dance move they do, they just sort of lower themselves onto people. That's the move, guys. It's like a slow drop. Yeah, someone's getting turned on. It's like a slow shake and drop. That's the move. You know, it's not sexy though, really. It's like a slow. It's like my granddad getting into a bath. Like, it's not the. Don't slip, granddad. But don't get me wrong, lovely girls, very friendly girls. My Russian improved immensely that night. But one of the girls put all her clothes on the floor, which was nice, but I didn't concentrate because she didn't fold them, so it was difficult to focus. But it was nice. That was Freshers Week. Couldn't handle it. But I'm cooler now. Think you can see that? Cheers. You like my shirt? Oh, thanks very much. Are we flirting? All right, here we go. She brought condoms. All right. It's actually got a lot more aggressive than I thought. That's very kind of you to bring the condoms. I was only planning on talking to you, but and a pregnancy test. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen. Nice to meet you. I've got way too deep now. How did this start? You seem very nice. Are you? What's your name? Atlas. Like the book. Like the book Atlas. I'm aware of an atlas. Yes. She's from South Africa. That's also on the atlas, isn't it? Very good. Nice to meet you, Atlas. I've never said that before. I'm not sure I could take a girl called Atlas home to my mum. I'm not sure how she'd react to that, but we'll see how it goes. What do you? Sorry. No, she's just really racist. What do you study, Atlas? Have you got a cool degree? What do you study? Say that again. Contemporary theatre. Oh, okay, cool. You're a drama person. Oh God. Oh shit. Now. Sorry. Contemporary theatre is different to drama. I know that. Very obvious. Oh my God. I can't believe I made such a massive blunder. God. Well, thanks for. Good luck with it. Okay, that's the end of the flirting. Went pretty well, didn't it, Hat Guy? Went not bad. Better than I thought it was going to go, to be honest. Thanks for the comment on the shirt, though. This is a new shirt, actually. And in fact, I said to the next comic, who's on in a minute, he's a very funny man, Jack, I said to him, I've got a new shirt on, university gig, new shirt. And he took the piss out of me straight away. He was like, oh, Steve, I bet your mum bought you the shirt. Did your mum buy your shirt? Mummy shirt. Ooh. Does it look like that? Some mixed response there. Well, she didn't buy the shirt, so I bought the shirt, right? She was there, but I paid for it. Very nice shirt. Thank you, Atlas. Atlas is starting every applause now. I should flirt more often, get fans. Anyway, yeah, it's lovely to be here. I'm not going to be. I think you know that wasn't sincere. But no, it's good. It's fun doing this job, though. You get to go around, you get to travel around. I've been to lots of places. Went to Glasgow recently. Yeah, no, they were not as friendly. They were not as friendly as you guys. The guy in Glasgow heckled. Now, you don't seem like a heck. That was the highest I've ever gone. Not this. No, actually, it's actually not. But a guy in Glasgow heckled. Right now, you don't seem like a heckling crowd. You seem quite, boisterous but fun. Because it's shit when don't heckle. Right, it's rubbish. It ruins the show. A guy in Glasgow shouted out. And he used a swear word in a way that I'd never heard before, right? Any Scottish people in here, you're very good at swearing, well done, you're very inventive, right? I was terrified. This Scottish guy shouted out, and he told me to get to fuck. Now, I'd never heard this phrase before, and I was terrified, right? He was very aggressive and very Scottish. He was like, hey, pal. Hey, you, pal. You can get to fuck. You can get to fuck. Oh my God, I can do what? I never get to fuck. Like where? Like how much? Like who with? Like that is not what he meant, Atlas. If anything, I annoyed him more. He's like, he can get to fuck, pal. Like I'd made this Glaswegian so angry, he'd turned the word fuck into a destination. Like an actual place where he's sending people. Now call me untraveled, crew, but I've never been to fuck. But I don't want to go. It sounds horrible, doesn't it? I imagine it's just full of confused English people. But it got me thinking, that's just swear word slang, isn't it? Scottish swear word slang, get to fuck. Never heard it before. I was baffled. And there's loads of it in our language. There's loads of swear word slang in our language that we take for granted because we know what it means, right? But if you didn't know the slang, it would be baffling, right? For example, phrases like fuckloads and shitloads. That's slang, innit? Like, we know what it means. Slang for a quantity. But if you didn't know the slang, fuckloads, shitloads, yeah, they could easily be instructions, couldn't they? And that is an accident waiting to happen, right? I feel sorry for the foreigners who come over here before we shut the borders. I feel sorry for them. Right, I feel sorry for them. They get to their first day on the job. They've been shown around the site. That they've been shown around the whatever, and it's like, oh, Jakob. That's what. Yeah, he's Polish. That's the joke, mate. Yeah, Jakob, welcome to the job, mate. Welcome to the job. You're gonna fit right in here. Fuck loads of foreigners. Jakob will be like, oh, fuck loads of foreigners. I can fuck some, but loads seems unreasonable. Yeah, fuck loads of foreigners, mate. Fuck all British people. Oh my God. Can't fuck all of them. Some are married. Some are children. Good point, actually, yeah. That's actually not a bad point, Atlas. Well done. That's actually a very valid point. I'll tell you this last bit. I remember, I know what it's like when you're at uni. You have lots of first experiences, don't you? And that's what's exciting. I remember I had my first ever date first ever proper date at university. You know, where it's organised. No, fuck you guys. That is a legitimate age to have your first date. What happened? I remember very clearly. I'll tell you the story and then I'll leave you and bring on the other acts. It was a double date. I wasn't ready to go on a single date at this stage. My friend, it was James, the one I mentioned, the Tiger lad, he organised a date. And he organised it on Tinder, very reputable source. And the two girls, very friendly girls, lovely girls. We went out in Manchester, whereas, and they were both from Romania. They both moved over from Romania, very friendly girls. My girl was called Lana, loved her a lot, right? Very pretty. I didn't say I loved her instantly, but we went for a drink, we went to a nightclub, right? James went off with his girl, started kissing. I wasn't ready for that, but I knew I had to make a move. I was on a date. So I said to Lana, "Can I kiss you now?" Which is not how you do it, is it? That's not how you do it. Lana then said, "No, we're not drunk enough yet," which is, yeah, that is fucking flirty, right? So I went to the bar, got more alcohol, right, went back, and I did it again. I was like, "Oh, can I kiss you now?" And I sort of joking. And she was like, "No, we're not drunk enough yet." I was like, "Oh, you're such a tease." So I went and got more alcohol, and then I lost Lana. Like, I couldn't find Lana in this nightclub. I was like, I just walking around this nightclub on my own trying to find her. It was awful. I eventually found Lana, like 15, 20 minutes later, on the dance floor, kissing another guy. That is a bad date, isn't it? That is a bad date. Obviously, I went home, devastated, crying. I got home, James, my housemate at the time, rang me up. He was like, Steve, we're heading back to the house now. The girls have missed their last train home, so I've said they could stay in the spare room. Lana wonders whether she could bring the guy back with her. I know, right? I was like, oh my God, a threesome, right? Here we go. No, I said no immediately, right? And she came back. It was awful. It was tense. It was the most awkward night of my life. It was horrible. It still scars me to this day. I hold a grudge. Long story short, that is why I voted to leave the EU. Kick him out. That was obviously a joke. You're fucking idiots. Okay. How could you possibly get offended by that? Some of you going, oh, no, that's too far, mate. No. Lovely to meet you, Atlas. I look forward to our blossoming relationship. Sorry, what's my number? It's okay. No, I'm not going to give you. Okay. Thanks very much for having me. And you've got some. I'm going to bring on Steve again. I'll see you again soon. I'm Steve Boucher. Cheers. Good night. Thank you. Bye.
Steve Boucher! Now, let's know what we're going to do. We're going to bring on one more act. Then we're going to have a little break. Then we're going to bring on our headline act. And then, before I bring on the headline act, I'm going to share with you the Polish that I know. Do you want to hear the Polish I know? Do you want to hear the Polish I know? Well, I'll do it in the next bit. But right now, stamp your fucking feet. Slap the tables. Clap your hands. Bang your heads and make some noise for Jack Berry! Yeah! How are we doing? Is everyone having a good life? Good. Thanks for having us along, crew. Is everyone having a nice year? Good. But I can't have a go at people for being stupid. Because I'm stupid, obviously. You got many stupid people in? Good. There's always a couple. I'll give you an example of being stupid. Does anyone here, you're students, does anyone here like study medicine or healthcare or anything like that tonight? What was that? Do they not do that at crew? They don't trust you? Good on them. Don't give them any drugs. Okay, fine. Well, the reason I ask is because I read this article about healthcare the other day. It was about sniffer dogs. I don't know if anyone else has seen this, though. Apparently now they've got sniffer dogs with such an amazing sense of smell, they can smell if a person's got cancer. Yeah? It's a new thing, yeah. Which I think is amazing. But when I read that, my first thought was, oh, that must be the most depressing dog ever to take on a walk with you. Oh, your dog really seems to like me. I am so sorry. I got some terrible news. The thing is, if you train a dog to smell if someone's got cancer, then if it does its job, you're supposed to reward the dog. So you have to be like, I'm really sorry, it's cancer, find a specialist. Who's a good boy then? You want a treat?
ruined his day, haven't we? And I mean, again, this is how stupid I am. A few weeks ago, I wanted to do the cancer dog, that's his name, stage. I wanted to do the joke on stage. I got halfway through the setup to that bit, and I noticed that this woman in the second row started nudging her boyfriend. As soon as I mentioned cancer dog, she was like, ooh. And the first thought in my stupid brain was, oh, he must have cancer. I was like, oh, that's what you've got. Like, you'll like this. Some comedy for you. And it wasn't. It wasn't that. So I said, oh, why are you nudging your boyfriend like that? And she said, we've just read an article about dogs that can smell if you've got an STD. Yeah, like, what a time to be alive. But then I was thinking about it afterwards, and I was like, I don't know what the practical use of a dog that could smell an STD would be. And the best thing I could think of would be if you're out night clubbing. Yeah. And you're just getting off with someone, and then you're like, Lassie? And Lassie's like, Back away, sir or madam. I'm going to take my lips elsewhere. The dog says no. It's not for you. I want to give you another example of me being stupid. I'll be honest, it might split the room a little bit, but I think most of you went for cancer dog, so hopefully we're cool. I think crew in the middle of the night, we found your level. I'll figure out the best way to word this. So, you know how, is that a weed plant? Fucking crew. Welcome to crew, motherfuckers. My kind of town. So, you know how some people commit suicide? Let me finish. By putting their head in the oven. Please stay with me, crew. You know, like Sylvia Plath did it. I think it was mostly like a fashionable, well, not fashionable. It was like a 1950s way to kill yourself, mostly. I only found out embarrassingly recently, the way you do that is you turn on the gas, and then you put your head in and you suffocate on the gas. Like, until the ripe old age 26, I thought you just turned on the oven as normal and put your head in and cooked yourself. And just like gently roasted yourself to death. And I always used to think, imagine the tenacity that must take. Just to be there like, oh, it's getting pretty hot. Oh, something smells really good. Oh, it's me. The suicide's still on. I don't care how delicious I smell. Well, I'm glad I said it. I like you, crew. You guys are cool guys. I'm an idiot. I make things difficult for myself. I've got a girlfriend. Surprise. And basically, I'm gonna get a bit blue here, guys. Sorry, it's a grown-up show. A few weeks ago, me and my girlfriend were getting down to some of the sexy time that everyone's always talking about. Oh yeah, sorry to be so graphic. And basically, halfway through the sexy time, I was getting a bit into it, and I did a bad thing, and I yelled out the wrong name during the sexy time. Yeah, the thing is, I yelled out my name. I was just getting really into it, and I was like, who's here? Me. Let's go with that. She didn't like it. I'm trying to do some romantic things for my girlfriend to make up for it this year. And one of the things that I want to do for my girlfriend is I'm trying to learn Spanish. I'm trying to learn Spanish this year because my girlfriend's from Argentina, and I want to know what she's saying. I want to know what she does for a job and where she goes when she's not with me. I'm desperate to find out, but I obviously can't learn Spanish because it's hard. There's like loads of it. It's like dozens of words. It just goes on and on. So what I've decided to do in the meantime, until I learn Spanish, is I've learned some of her Argentinian phrases in English, and I'm trying to bring them into common usage throughout the UK. So I'm going to tell you some of those now. So my favourite one is apparently in Argentina, if something happens you don't really like it, it's a bit of a turn-off, you say, that really dries out my pussy. Yeah? You all sound shocked, but you'll all be using it in a couple of weeks' time, trust me. It's so satisfying to say. I think you're only supposed to use it if you're a woman, and I think you're only supposed to use it in like a sexual context, but I use it for everything. So you'll be like, oh, the traffic today was terrible, it's really dried out my pussy. Have you seen the news? It's like the fucking Gobi Desert in my pants right now. And I use it too much, and it got me into trouble. Because a few weeks ago, my girlfriend's grandma came over to visit from Argentina. Yeah, and she doesn't speak any English, and I don't speak any Spanish, so we're having to communicate in, like, pidgin language. Like, coo, coo. Nah, jokes, guys. And basically, and so she said, you've got to learn a bit more Spanish. And I said, oh, you know, I know a couple of words. And she said, like what? And I said, the usual. Hello, how are you? You're fit. My pussy's so dry. And she didn't like that. So I went to the bar to get her some drinks. And when I was at the bar, she and my girlfriend were, like, waving over at me, being cute. So I was like, oh, this is an opportunity for me to use some actual Spanish that I know. So I went, oh, I'm coming. See you in a second. And when I went over, they both looked mortified, and I was like, what happened? And they said, the way you just said, I'm coming, is used only in the context of you're having an orgasm. So I just screamed that I was having an orgasm across the bar at my girlfriend's grandma, and she wasn't happy. And I said to her, look, you should be pleased. Like, if that's what I picked up from your granddaughter, then it means she's having a fun time in England, surely. You should be pleased for your grandma, for your granddaughter. My girlfriend, well, basically, my girlfriend does have to put up with a lot. My housemate is a comedian as well, and he was writing some jokes the other day about baby talk. You know, like when couples like talk to each other like, oh, I love you, baby, and it's disgusting. He said, do you and your girlfriend ever do this? And I said, the closest thing we've got is I'll sometimes speak to my girlfriend in the voice of like a racist Mexican stereotype. So I'll be like, hey, cabron, you coming to bed? Hey, pendeja, my pussy's so dry. And she hates it. Well, I think it's romantic. I really want to be one of those comedians who does jokes about, like, the issues, you know what I mean? But I am too stupid. So I have to do jokes about dry pussies instead. So, like, being, like, a straight white man, like, no one really cares about my opinion on anything, you know what I mean? But, you know, so if you've got to do it, you've got to be clever. But on the flip side, I get really annoyed if people get het up about stuff which has nothing to do with them. You know what I mean? Like people who aren't gay, who are against gay marriage. Yeah, exactly, right? And they're like, well, what, a man marrying a man? What's next? Will I be able to marry my dog? And you're like, no, fuck off. Like, no one's making you marry anyone. Like, I mean, it sounds like you want to marry your dog. Which is kind of weird, but just, you know, what does it matter to you what two random guys are doing? But then I find myself doing the same thing. Like, I get annoyed about stuff which has nothing to do with me. I was reading an article the other day about James Bond. And in the article, it said they were thinking about making an American person James Bond. And I was like, what? No. I was like, they can't do this. What's next, a dog Bond? I would just have a dog playing James Bond, shall we? I would like to see that, to be honest. And but yeah, I don't know. I just want to. I want to do jokes about the issues, and about the morals. But I'm concerned I don't really have any morals anymore. Like, I mean, I'll ask you guys this: when you were younger, did you think that as you got older, you would get wiser and you would get more morals? And then you realise that actually, as you get older, it's the opposite way around. I mean, you're all students, so this is when they all go out the window, to be honest. Like, I'll give you an example. When I was a kid, I was really anti-drugs. I was like, I'm never going to take drugs. They're bad for you. Just say no. And now I'm 28. My attitude is, I don't think I'll ever try heroin. Well, that's for the big boys. I'll never go full horse. Anything else? Yum, yum, yum. Yes, please. Yeah, right? Weed plant. Because I was thinking about something that happened to me when I was a teenager. One day I went to a party at my friend's house, and I drove to the party, and I thought I was staying over, so I had a couple of beers when I got to the party. And then I found out that I couldn't stay over, and I had to drive home. And I was like, oh shit, should never drink and drive? Yeah, that's against the law, exactly. But in my stupid teenage brain, I thought, I know, I'll have a spliff, and that'll take the edge off. Okay? I didn't say it was a good idea. But like a few hours later, I was driving down the dual carriageway, and I was flying along because I really wanted to get home. I was like, you know, I better look out for the police because I'm going really fast. Want to get home as fast as I can. I'm about to break the sound barrier. I'm going so fucking fast. I looked at the speedo. I was doing 12 miles an hour. And I was like, the police are going to arrest me if we're going too slowly. So I put my foot down to 20, and I felt like the skin was going to melt off my face. So, moral of the story is, don't drink and drive. But if you are going to, be safe and make sure you get high first. Okay, guys? Just the safety tips. I think we should legalise all the drugs now. Don't know what people think about that. Yeah? I don't know. I can't think of a single good reason for not legalising drugs. The only argument is people who say, oh, well, what's next? Will I be able to smoke my dog? That's the only reason I can think of for not doing it. And do you guys remember David Nutt? No? He was a drugs policy advisor for the government a couple of years ago. And basically, he got sacked from the government because he said that taking ecstasy is safer than horse riding. That's what he said. Because more people die every year from horse riding. This guy's on board. More people die every year from horse riding than from taking ecstasy. And they were like, no, you can't say that. And they sacked him. And I think we did the wrong thing. I think we should have listened to him. We should have made all the drugs legal and made horse riding illegal. Yeah, because mainly that would mean that all the drug dealers would have to sell horse riding instead. And that's something I really want to see. We're like, hey, man, you want to ride this horse? It's good shit. Oh, the cops, run, Black Beauty! It'd be brilliant. All the illegal raves would just be people like trotting around. Oh, man, I'm off my tits. And you get home, you'd be like, I've been ripped off by my drug dealer again. This isn't a horse, it's two men in a pantomime outfit. I'm not going to get anything out of this. You go to your dealer, you'd be like, what do you got, man? He'd be like, well, I've got some trot, I've got canter, I've got some gallop. If you want something really strong, I've got dressage. I don't think I'll ever try dressage. That's for the big boys. I'll never go full horse. Anyway, crew, for the middle of the night, you've been very lovely, so enjoy the rest of your evening. I've been Jack Barry. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue all the way through, so... Yeah! Motherfucking Manchester Met crew campers, how we doing? That is the first time I've ever been brought on stage from a lectern before. That's how we do shit at crew. My name's Ed, everyone say hello, Ed. It's very nice to be here in this gym. Been doing comedy for 10 years, finally fucking made it. Here I am. I'm in a gym in crew. Do they use this for basketball as well, or is it just comedy gigs that run far too fucking late? Is that the... We turned up, it's like, fuck, I am on late. This is... I'll have to do my late night shit. My late night gear. My evil stuff. It's the same stuff as I do earlier, it just goes down better at this time. And have fun. Are we enjoying university life? That is the shout of a university that is in crew. That is... Fuck it, I'm sure you've talked about it already tonight, but you guys were duped, you were tricked, calling it Manchester Met and putting it in crew, those fucking liar cunts. Can't do that. You can't just give it the same name, even though it's something completely different. We didn't fall for it with the Sugar Babes. How the fuck have you fallen for it? It's nice, people coming back from the toilet. We're just easing our way in. It's nice. I'll tell you some stuff about myself. First thing I'll tell you about myself, in the last 3 years, I've lost 6 stone in weight. Thank you, listen to that. It's getting late and a lot of you still managed to whoop. There's a lot of people in here who did not manage that. They just went with, nope, could not give a fuck, mate, carry on. That is not what we're here for, to listen to you show off about success. That's not what comedy's about. Dance for us, clown! Well, fair enough. That is the typical British reaction to that piece of information. I've stood on stage in America and announced that before. Very different reaction. Initially, that reaction was confusion. They don't know what stone means. Even after that, different reaction again. Woo! You go, sir! You take control of your life. We want to hear your story. I don't know where in America I am from. My accent appears to be changing sentence to sentence. Almost Somerset now. Also, I'm getting smaller.
and older. I think I might be ill. But all the same, we want to hear your tales, traveling man. In crew, it's just, yeah, bet you're funny when you were fat, you prick. Oh, and I was. You should have seen me. Oh, same jokes could just shake my tits around on every punchline. It was quite the show, guys. Quite the show. Burlesque comedy, baby. I think it was a mistake. If any of you are thinking of losing weight, trying to get healthy, don't fucking do it. It's a mistake. Turns out health does not equal happiness. Turns out the happiest moments of my entire life were just me, sat on the sofa, in my pants, laughing through a mouthful of cake. I'm a more worried person now. I think, am I eating the right thing? Am I exercising enough? I went for a run the other day. I accidentally swallowed a fly. I had to Google how many calories is a fly. 6 per serving, if you're wondering. It's a good snack. Full of protein. Airborne almonds, that's what I call them. Porridge with wings, that's the good shit. University days, those are fucking days of me eating. Those are the happiest fucking days of my life. One day, I've never said this on stage before, I genuinely got to the end of the day and realised I'd had 3 pizzas in 12 hours. That's fucking incredible, isn't it? That happened as I was starting the 3rd one. Anyone with any self-respect will go, maybe don't have that 3rd one. I'm like, you're fucking breaking your record. You better eat that shit right now. Weirdly, I still feel like a fat guy. So, because I was big for 26 years of my life, and you do not lose weight off the brain, do you? I don't know, do you? I've done no research into these jokes whatsoever. Weirdly now, I feel like an undercover fat person who's been secretly sent into the lair of the thin people to secretly gather information on what those crazy villains are doing, and then I feed it back to the fat people. You got to feed it back. We eat anything. Even information, we're fucking chowing that down like a block of butter. Just in there going, what are these thin people doing? What's going? Interesting. That guy's got a packed lunch, but he's actually eating it at lunchtime. I have never seen that before. He's not just made it in the morning and then eaten it on the bus on the way to work, and then bought chips at 1. That is intriguing resolve. Oh, they're asking each other about their love lives. I've never heard that before. Because you won't realize this. If you've been thin your whole life, you have never asked a fat person how their love life is. Because you are terrified that their answer is going to be so bleak, it'll ruin your fucking day. No one ever asked me about my love life when I was big. They were scared I was going to turn around and go, I drop faces on melons to practice kissing. Why? Donuts is my wife. That's right, I've married a donut. That's more difficult than it sounds. You try putting a ring on a ring. Cool, that signifies my 4th joke. There'll be, every 4 jokes, there's going to be a weird beep. Do we know what that beep was? Was that one of you, is one of you a secret robot and you've just fucking given yourself away? Like, shit, cyborg reveal. Robocop's coming out, a lovely addition. Feel free to tag my gags if you want to. These people are having a little chat. Are we right down here? Having a little conversation? Hello, you didn't realise I was talking to you, did you? You carried that on for ages. Are you all right? What are you chatting about? No, it's not all right, no. You don't get to say it's all right. Okay, hang on, right. We're going to need to go through this bit by bit. I'm interested to hear what the mistake was. Because, I mean, as soon as I'm not a complicated comedian. As soon as an audience member has to ask questions to another audience member for fucking footnotes. So yeah, I know it's late. I know, trust me, I've got to drive back to London. So you thought I said I'd lost 6 years off my life. And you thought people were whooping that. That's fucking amazing. You genuinely thought I came on stage. In the last 3 years, I've lost 6 years off my life. People going, yeah! You fucking, I hope he dies tonight. We could finally be at the gig where he keels over. No, I didn't lose 6 years of my life. You thought I added it. Right, so when I said, you thought I said in the last 3 years I've added 6 years onto my life. You're like, who is this magician? How's he done this? Does he have a time machine? Has he slowed down time? How's he aging like a dog? You must have been so fucking confused. Tell you what, you've got a fucking great laugh, by the way. You keep that shit up. Well done, you. And there's a different one. You've got a whole arsenal full of laughs. That is one we've not heard before. We've heard, then, and that one was, It's yeah, it's incredible. We're back to the first one. We're just on a fucking loop now. In a minute, Robocop's going to go off. She's going to go, seriously, is he magic? What's going on? I mean, what the fuck? So, just make the stage look a bit nicer. Go on, go on. Did someone do a sketch earlier? Has anyone mentioned why that's there? Can everyone else fucking see that? Have I gone mad? Have I been here so long in crew that I've started hallucinating pot plants? What is going on? So if any bits go real bad, I'll just do them from behind here. Just. Right, here's my bit about stalkers. Hope no one's got halls of residence on the bottom floor. What sort of stuff do you study here? Is it like, you do like drama and stuff here? What was that? See, what, and performing? No, it's all right, ask me a question. What do you do? Contemporary theatre and performance. Fuck. Did someone just boo contemporary theatre? That isn't it, yeah. Fuck you! We're old school, bitches! Drama is not where it's at. I'm sorry to break it to you. Drama is not where it's at. Where it's at is vocational courses. No, fucking look at me. Guys, if you work really hard at it for 10 years, you could be back here doing a gig. Well done. I was halfway through a bit. The momentum was going all right, but then I thought I'd play with you fucking weirdos down the front. It paid off. We're having fun. Don't cover your mouth. Don't hold the laugh in. That's very much the opposite of what I require. You fucking let that shit out. There's some people in here who might not be enjoying my material. They could just listen to your laugh. It's fucking beautiful. I need people like you. I'm too deep undercover, guys. I'm too deep undercover with the thin people. In there listening to all their thin people phrases, things that only thin people say. Ooh, I think I've got some biscuits. I'll just go and check. Who the fuck is living their life like that? Who buys biscuits and then forgets that they exist? That is not fucking acceptable. I'm so deep undercover now, I've met the bosses of the thin mafia. People who don't even like food that much. Oh no, I don't really like food. No, it's just a fuel, isn't it? It helps me get through the day. I don't really like food. If you don't like food, then what are you thinking about all of the time? Because I'm very happy to be here. I like doing stand-up comedy, but at the moment, you're the only thing standing in between me and a lovely bit of brie I've got in the fridge. Sort of resent you fuckers for showing up right now. I'm too deep undercover, assimilated. I like running. I enjoy exercise. I never thought I'd be that guy. Genuinely enjoy it. Go out for a run, feel good afterwards. I don't take it too far, though. You get running people who are like, oh my God, I love running. It's like a drug. Running's like a drug. Anyone who says that running is like a drug has never had drugs. And if you have, you should not have drugs. Don't ever try a drug if you think running is like a drug. Your fucking dick will fly off. Nothing like a drug. You go, oh, I'm worried my friend's getting a bit too deep into running. He keeps turning up early everywhere and his calves are phenomenal. We're going to have to take him to rehab. Someone sat there going, just started off as a little hobby, you know, just a quick jog with friends, you know, just a social thing. Next thing you know, I'm getting through 3 pairs of Nikes a week. I don't even give a shit anymore, man. I'll do it wherever, whenever. It was my dad's funeral last week. I was sprinting up and down the aisle of the church. I don't give a fuck. The other day I found a dirty pair of Reeboks. I put them on. Next week I've got to go in for an athlete's foot test. We'll switch topic. I can't be fucked to do proper links tonight. A lot of comedians, you see, they all have sort of slick links. It'll just feel like one big monologue. I'm just going to start on a new bit. I had to have my penis looked at. By a doctor, by the way. You just wake up one morning and go, well, more people should be looking at this. I shall just go to my bedroom window and press it up against the glass for an hour a day. Hello! trying to get some more airtime for this. Excuse me. No, I went to the doctor to have it looked at because I was having some medical issues. Medical issues I will not go into detail for you here tonight. Don't want to spoil the next 3 years of your life, but I was having some medical issues. Now, that is a worrying thing for a man to have looked at. It's a bit worrying. You need a lot of courage to go down to the doctors to have that looked at. I thought, should be manly about this. Should be kicking in the door of the surgery, whacking it on reception desk. Sort that out, love. Move your pen. I thought, no, reel it in a bit, Ed. That's probably a bit too much, isn't it? So I had enough courage to get down there. That courage immediately flew out the window like a little bird, because when I arrived, I found out that the doctor who I had an appointment with was a lady doctor. Now, that's absolutely fine. I've got no problem with ladies being doctors. Fuck it, give them the vote. That's what I say. I'm with you, sisters. There is a worry in that scenario. If there's a lady poking around down there, what if your nether regions decide, well, it feels like it's time to go to work? Luckily then I remembered I'm not an Alsatian whose lipstick pops out the slightest whiff of an undercarriage. But just to be safe, I taped it to my leg. Now, turns out that is more embarrassing in a doctor's surgery if you pull your trousers and pants down and it's taped to your fucking leg. I came up with an excuse, feel free to use this. I said I'd been wrapping presents in the nude and a little bit of scotch had just gone astray, taped to my shaft to my thigh. She didn't believe me, but it did handily explain the ribbon tied around my right bollock. She was a good doctor. She put me at ease straight away by using one word, and this is a word I think that should be instituted across the breadth of the NHS. She used one word and it put me at ease straight away. She said, okay, Mr. Gamble, just go behind that curtain there and pop it out for me. Just pop, pop. There's the word there, pop. As soon as I heard the word pop, I knew that nothing bad was going to happen in the next 10 to 15 minutes, because pop is a lovely word. It's lovely, isn't it? No one's ever been being mugged and someone says, get on the floor, get on the fucking floor. Pop your wallet out for me. It's nice, isn't it? It's cheeky, it's Victorian, absolutely. Have a shilling, young lad, off to the apothecary. Fans of apothecaries at the back there. Couple of lads from the past in. Pop also put no pressure on me in terms of size of penis. As soon as I heard the word pop, I knew she was not expecting anything big. Because pop is reserved for very small things. No one's ever said, come around the back, help me pop the elephant in the van, have they? And if they have, what sort of zoo are these freaks running? Pop, relax me. It's nice, better than me going in there and her saying, okay, just heave yourself out your trousers for me. Just haul yourself out the front of your trews. Just swing yourself over in my direction. Just lasso your length over towards my desk. Got loads of these. Just unfurl yourself for me, Mr. Gamble. Why? Just whack it onto the carpet. I want to hear the dull thud of bell end against lino. Maybe I can bring out this Shire horse and he can drag your junk over towards my workstation. Or open this corner cupboard and bring out a team of pantomime dwarves who can shoulder your meat and waddle it over towards me like a pallbearer at a weird circus cock funeral. Don't often have this amount of space to work with. It'd be nice if the dwarves took the cock all the way back for a little bit as well. I can't leave you by saying weird circus cock funeral. That would be awful, wouldn't it? That's nice. So we got drama people in contemporary theatre. What other things? Is it mainly performance-based stuff? One at a time, kids. One at a time. Sports and theatre. The real winners in life. Look, anything I say, I'm a fucking stand-up comedian, so don't worry. Primary education. Rhyming education. You teach rap. What the fuck? Crime in education. You study crime in education. So you're in your final year of pedo studies. Is that what? What is it like trying to stop it, or techniques? I'll tell you a good technique. All right, kids. Come and examine the tree. There's a funny little worm that lives in the right game. It's too late to not say shit like that. Crime in education. That was amazing that you said crime in education, and other people who go to this university went, what? Fuck's she talking about? Unless you're in contemporary theatre and this is like a promenade piece that you're... What do you do in crime? That sounds really interesting. What do you do? Social control. Crimes victims, social control. I've realised I've stumbled down a comedy cul-de-sac somewhere here. And try and root some gold out of this. So what will you want to do after that degree? Will you use that to go on and do something else? Teaching. In a criminal way? No, but you can just go and do teaching. That's good. So we've got education, we've got theatre, sport. Do you study sports? They do sports here. What do you study? Drama and pop music. Fucking hell, are you taking the piss? Pop music? Go fuck yourself. Drama's barely a degree. Pop music? I feel like such an old man. I beg your fucking pardon. What do you do? Pop music? Do you do an exam in pop music? Do you just have to remember the charts? You write songs? Oh, that's all right, I suppose. But specifically pop songs. Any kind of songs. Well, why fucking call it pop music then? Have you written a song? Give us the name of one of your songs. Yeah. Yep, yours. You wrote a song called Mine. Right, and is it like mine or mine? What? Or is it a double meaning? It's like, if you want to come near me, I'm like an exploding mine. Is it like that? That might be a nice double meaning. If they ask you on the exam, what does it mean? You're like, it means it's mine, it's my song, you're mine, and I will explode. It's an unrequited love song to mines. Who's it an unrequited love song to? Someone? It's not you, mate. It's not you. Anyone else do pop music? No, you're fucking making a degree up. Some of them do, and they're not admitting it, yeah. What other types of music? Jazz? Yeah, who fucking does jazz? Surely it goes against every sort of part of jazz that you're studying. Yeah, man, jazz is just free, you know. It's about the notes you don't play. I've done 3 years in jazz. That's fine. I did Aberdeen Robert Gordon University 2 days ago, and someone was studying painting. That was literally it, just painting fucking potato prints. So it's genuinely a pleasure to come to this hallowed seat of learning. It really is. Pop music, that's cool. I'll look out for you. Do you have like a pop recording artist's name? Say again. You don't have one. Let's fucking make one up for you right now. What's your sort of main characteristic as an artist, do you think? Do you want to be dangerous? You got no idea, have you? You fucking clammed up on me and you were my best fucking laugher and I've spoiled it. We'll do some more gear. It's fine. It's all right. A lot of people think you got to be brave to do this. It's bullshit. It's not true. I'm a complete coward. I panic in situations of authority. If there's anyone with more authority than me, I panic and say stupid shit. Recently, very lucky enough to fly out to America to film the test episode of a TV series. Very exciting. But on the way there, I had to fly, which is a problem. It's a problem because there's a lot of people with authority along the way, and I panic, I say stupid stuff. I was flying out there to film the test episode of a TV series. I approached customs. The man working at customs said, "Why are you visiting the US, sir?" And I said, "Oh, we're shooting a pilot." Now, there were many other words that I could have picked in that situation. Multiple synonyms. And that's what my brain went with. I'm a coward. My friend called me a pussy the other day. You can tell by the way you're looking at me, you agree with my friend, and that's fine. I am a coward, we've established that. What I don't agree with is using that word in that situation. Because what people are saying when they use that word in that situation, they're saying, I think you're so cowardly, I think you're so weak-willed, I think you are so oversensitive that I feel justified in comparing you to the vagina. Now that is very unfair on the vagina. There is nothing cowardly about that thing. That is the bravest thing in the fucking universe. pushes humans out of it. Has to deal with decades of awkward men clumsily pouring away at it. Like a bear cub on a beehive. It's not cowardly, is it? Words I would use to describe that: hardy, rugged. It's the biological equivalent of a Timberland boot. Companies should be using that in their brand names to suggest a product with a lifelong guarantee. The new Jeep Pussy, I'd buy that. That is an all-terrain vehicle that I could get inside. But they don't do that, do we? What do we use when we want to talk about bravery? The balls. They got big balls. They got balls. They are covered in balls. That last one's not a phrase. I've made that one up. I'm just trying to get it off the ground. If you could spread it around the Manchester Met Crew campus, that would be much appreciated. Cheers. That's completely wrong, isn't it? Using balls to talk about bravery. Because I can only speak for my own balls, but they shy away from any sign of danger. Sometimes it doesn't even have to be a dangerous situation. It can just be a slightly cold bath. I think the temperature's about ready for splashdown. The balls have got a very different idea. I'm headed down towards the water's edge. They're going, what the fuck does he think he's doing? I got no idea, mate. Just get the bag. Get the bag. Keep getting the bag. God, he's got a lot of bag. He's only 30. What the fuck is wrong with him? Right, switch technique. Gather the bag. We're gathering the bag. Hitch up the bag like a Victorian woman having an outdoor piss. All right, and now we fold. We begin the delicate art of sack origami. Pack it in tight, tight like a bulldog's face. Fleshy Venetian blind, that's what we're after. Front on, I want it to look like the side of a pack of cards. Like someone could come and riffle it like a skin croupier. Right? Feels good. Away we go. Huh, and they're gone. They're such cowards. Man, you'll know that balls are cowards if you've ever been kicked in the balls. Because you know that you feel no immediate pain in that area because they panic and pass it off to another part of the body. They go, oh, I can't handle this. Have that, right eye. They're so stupid. Balls are so stupid. Stupid, cowardly balls. Because again, I can only speak for my own balls. But in that case, why are they staying there? Why aren't they coming back down again? They should stay there, shouldn't they? They're not coming back down again. They should live in my fucking neck for the rest of my life. I'll wear a big scarf. I don't mind. But they don't do that. 10 minutes later, oh, I wonder what's going on out here now. They never learn. They're like the robbers from Home Alone. The beeping fucked that punchline, but... We need to switch the definitions. We can do it tonight. We can do it here in Crew. We'll start it. Pussy doesn't mean that anymore. Balls means coward. You got balls, you're a coward. Big balls, big coward. Covered in balls, TBC. We'll see how that goes. Pussy now means someone who's been through a hard time and they've come out the other side unscathed. Soldiers returning from war. They're the new pussies. Here's how we're going to do it. Straight after this show, we're all going to get on our Twitter accounts. We're all going to start tweeting. #PussySoldiers. No context, no explanation. Just #PussySoldiers. Tweet, see how the British public react. Then tomorrow, we're all going to go down to where they're coming back from war, down at the docks. Where they're all getting off the big old warship. Oh boy. They're coming back from the war, ain't they? Back from the main war in Westeros. Wherever that's happening. We'll be there waiting, going, welcome home, pussies! No, don't look angry. You've changed the meaning of the word since you've been away. Do you not get Twitter on HMS Gun? Welcome! We have prepared for you a pussy parade. A cunt carnival, if you will. And no, this is not a poppy. Look closer. You guys, again, I don't normally like to end a set on that. It just leaves a bad taste in the mouth, doesn't it? But time hath got the better of us, and we're all packing in a car, the 3 acts you've seen in this section, and we're all fucking off back to London, which is a shame, because we'd love to stay and experience the nightlife of Crew. Would we? No, I didn't think so. No, fuck off. We're not, yeah. But keep coming back to any comedy events that are on. I know they're plugging the society and shit. Get involved in that because it's the most fun you will have. Like, that's all I did at university was comedy. It was fucking great fun. You meet new people and you'll have a wicked time. So do sign up for all of that. But for now, I will say goodbye. You've been very nice people. Hey, follow me on MySpace. What are the kids doing? I don't know. I've been Ed Gamble. Thank you very much. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the Giggle Dungeon. Take over! One sec. I wrote some stuff down. Then I forgot it. Can we all please have a massive round of applause for all of the bar staff? Kate, Olivia, Danielle, Ian, and the manager, Brendan! For doing the lights, Alex! The sound, thank you, Tom. Now, all of the acts from this evening. Mr. Martin Worthington, Lulu Jones, Katie Bosson, Steve Boucher, Jamboree, and Pussy Ass Soldiers, Ed Gamble. Now, I said I know some Polish. Give me a cheer if you're Polish. Give me a cheer if you've heard some Polish. Give me a cheer if you've seen a Polish. So, I'm going to end on this. I know three things. Masz ładna 8. What does that mean, Polish people? You have good eyes. Man wielkiego tutasa. Or the Polish people who told me to say that. Just now ruined the joke because me not. No. Anyway. Man wielkiego tutasa. From whatever region my mates are from. All the lies they made up. Means I have a big dick. Which is now embarrassing because if they'd have all gone, oh, I know what that means, it would have been funny. And Jenki, which is thanks. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. If anyone wants to know about the society, me and Lou, the whole crew will be back talking about it. We've been the Giggle Dungeon. I've been Steve Valentino. Good luck!